ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे नित्यमानन्दमनन्तमूर्तिं शिवेति नाम्ना श्रुतयो गृह्णन्ति। तस्यावतारो नररूपधारी कृपासुदीर्घा भुविरामकृष्णः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। एल्लोर्क्कुम नमस्कारम। So we were seeing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 16th verse, one of the naughty sloka in Bhagavad Gita, because as I said earlier, it is Grantha Granthi slokam. So whenever Vyasacharya required some pause to think of his further composition, he put some personal slokas so that Vinayaka will take some time to think of it, because without knowing the meaning, he will not start, means he will not move further. So, in that way, the 16th sloka is also appearance and the reality he is mentioning here. The sloka goes like this: नासतो विद्यते भावो ना भावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्त अनयो तत्त्वदर्शिभिः. And if you say from the external thing, means in a outside meaning, which is impermanent is permanent, and which is not permanent or the existing one is actually existing. Now, before entering to the sloka further, I would like to give you a bird eye view on certain basic things about the philosophies, because most of the people have some opinion regarding Advaita and Vishishtadvaita. Why, Swamiji? Why? These are all little basic things. We think that Shankaracharya, who born in Kaladi, is the establisher or the founder of Advaita philosophy, but which is not. Before Shankaracharya, there was Advaita Vedanta, which was profound and elaborated by Gaudapada in his Karika called Mandukya Karika, and Gaudapada Karika is there. It is which is available in book form also. So before Gaudapada, it was known as Ajatavada Advaita. I repeat, before Shankaracharya establishing, because to understand in the worldly things I am just mentioning, before Shankaracharya, Advaitam was there, and that Advaitam is known as Ajatavada Advaitam, because based on this Ajatavada Advaitam only, Gaudapada has written a Karika with a skeleton touch of Mandukya Karika, and for which Sri Adi Shankaracharya has written an elaborate commentary, Bhashyam, on Karika. And during those times, there was another set of philosophers within Hinduism, and those people were called as Vrittikara Matam. Mada means it is not like a religion in the sense of philosophy. And the Vrittikara Madam only further elaborated and established by Srimad Ramanujacharya. So this Advaita means that one is alone existing, and the other things which we see in this day to day in the mundane world is seemingly it look like real. I repeat, what is meant by Advaitam? That one, I am not telling what is that. That one which is existing in this world is real, but what we experience in our day-to-day life is seemingly unreal. So in Sanskrit we call it Atma Satyatvam, Anatma Mithyatvam. And many people, when we say these technical terms, Mithya means, immediately we say, oh, Mithya, Swamiji, எனக்கு நன்னாயிட்டு அறியும். Mithya என்னங்களே அது இல்ல. அதானோ இல்ல. இல்ல. That is not இல்ல. Mithya means that which is not existing but seemingly existing. Swamiji, I thought that your class only little confusion. Now I understood even the basic text what you are taking is also full of confusion. Here, Mithyatva means it look like that, but it is really not there. That is what Mithyatva. For example, we experience these things in our day-to-day life. I'll give you 2-3 examples, then you can able to understand. We see in the world, sun rises in the east, sunset in the west, but actually speaking, sun neither rising nor setting, because sun is sun, S-U-N, not S-O-N. Yes, the sun is permanent entity, whereas the earth, this Bhumi, Bhumandalam, is rotating. Since it is rotating itself and circumambulating sun, we are getting day and night. Now, we are experiencing in our day-to-day life as we are getting dark. So therefore, இப்ப ராத்திரி ஆயி சுவாமி, அப்ப ராவு வரும், அது கழிச்சு உச்சி வரும், அது கழிச்சு வைகர வரும். ഈ കാലദേശങ്ങളെല്ലാം മാറി മാറി ഒരു പനികാലം വരും, മഴക്കാലം വരും, അത് കഴിച്ച് ചൂട് സമ്മർ സീസൺ ഉണ്ട്, വിന്റർ സീസൺ ഉണ്ട്, റെയിനി സീസൺ അത് എപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ഈ എല്ലാം ഞാൻ കാണും. പക്ഷേ ഈ one thing is sun is as it is, but whereas the earth is rotating. Because some people they say, Swamiji, last class I am not able to get that much clarity, so I want to clarify this. Atma Satyatvam Asat Bhavam na Vidyate. Anatma is Mithya, Sat Abhava na Vidyate. That is the gist of this sloka. Why this difference is coming in our day-to-day life? I'll give you one more example. Swami Vivekananda, when he was in the West, when he was sitting in one railway station, he got this one illusion that when he was waiting for a train, we also had the same experience in our life. Sometimes when we are sitting in the railway train itself, we think that our train is moving, but in the station, our train is stationary. It is not moving. But whereas we see that our train is moving, after that we will understand, no, through the window if you see, some other trains are moving, and we experience that as though our train is moving and we are also traveling in that. Is it not? Now, This is what mithya. This is what mithya. Mithya means we get some illusion through which we perceive that we are experiencing something which is not actually happening. So, what is meant by mithya means we experience certain things which we are not able to understand it properly. Even sometimes when we some people, not all, some people when they are sleeping in the noon time after food chicken നന്നായിട്ട് കഴിച്ച് സദ്യയെല്ലാം കഴിച്ച് അപ്പോൾ നന്നാ ഉറങ്ങി ഒരു 3-4 മണിക്ക് അപ്പോൾ when we wake up we don't know whether it is morning or evening. We'll get puzzled, but we will not express to anybody. We'll go and see the time, and time also it is 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. We see whether it is morning or night. So this experience we get, this is known as mithyatvam. This is known as mithyatvam, and this we are experiencing because in this sloka there is a puzzle. We have dharma. Dharma, if this word is very popular, everybody knows. What is meant by dharma? Swamiji, dharmam senju, dana itte, dharma itte. Dharmam. This dharmam means in Sanskrit, dharayati iti dharma. That which holds you is dharma. That which holds you, that which protects you, or which you are holding is dharma. But this dharma has two set of dharma in our life. One is swabhavika dharma, another one is agantuka dharma. These are all literally speaking technical things, but I try to explain in a simplified manner. In our life we have two set of dharma. One is swabhavika dharma and another one is agantuka dharma. This swabhavika dharma means which is that dharma is applicable for all the people at all the time is swabhavika dharma. Swabhavikam. It is very intrinsic nature for experiencing everybody. For example, just for your understanding I am telling. Night means we have to go and sleep. Then we should not talk. We should not tell lie. We should be truthful. These are all swabhavika dharma. Agantuka dharma is there. That dharma which is experiencing in a temporary period and which is very essential and specific for on certain times and values only. In simple, it is not applicable for everybody. For example, brahmacharya dharma, grihastha dharma, vanaprastha dharma, all swabhavika dharma. Whereas sannyasa dharma is agantuka dharma. For your understanding, I am just making it simplified. Simplifying I am. For example, because the Veda says brahmacharya or for grihastha or vanaprastha for that matter, when they go to any temple, we can worship the Lord for what? We have to worship the Lord for dhanyam, dhanam, pashum, bahuputra labham, ayussantanam, satatamaksharam, dirghamayuhu. We can pray for that one. So these things are swabhavika dharma, which is applicable for all the three varnashrama. But for sannyasi, dhanyam not required, dhanam means wealth, that is also not required. Pashu means cattle, not at all required. Bahuputra labham, when he is not married and when he is a sannyasi, he don't want any children. Then for what purpose he required children and what purpose this prayer? So for sannyasi, what is the prayer? The prayer is not dhanyam, dhanam, pashum, bahuputra labham. Whereas the sannyasi's prayer is न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशु. Not by progeny, not by marriage, or only by renunciation, he is becoming the immortal one. So now you see, the sannyasi's dharma is totally different from the grihastha's dharma. So similarly, in this sloka also, nasato vidyate bhavaha nabhavo vidyate saraha. It has a beautiful puzzle which you are experiencing as unreal, never true, but you are experiencing it in all the time. For example, the world you are experiencing, ഈ ജഗത്തിലെ എല്ലാവരും ഈ ജഗത്തെ കണ്ടില്ല. ഭൂമിയുണ്ട്, ഒരുപാട് എല്ലാ ഈ ഭൂമിയിലെ ഈ പൃഥ്വി മണ്ഡലത്തില് നമുക്ക് വീടുണ്ട്, സ്ഥാവരമുണ്ട്, ജംഗമമുണ്ട്, എത്ര വിധமான അനേക പുഷ്പങ്ങളുണ്ട്. Plants, so many varieties are there, species are there, Andaja, Svetaja, Udbija, Jarayuja, so many varieties of species are there. But in Advaita, it is all not actually there. Everything is conscious, the Chaitanyam alone. But we are experiencing, Swamiji, we are experiencing so many variety. Yes, it is true, but that is the fact. So as I said, Agantuka Dharma only for a certain people can able to see the real. Now you have understood the sun is not rising in the east and the sun is not setting in the west, but we are experiencing as though it is rising and setting. Is it not? So similarly, for our day-to-day life also, we are experiencing this body, this shariram is the real one. But actually speaking, the shariram, the body, mind is not permanent, whereas the chaitanyam, which is the back force of all these things, is the real experiencing one. Swami Vivekananda also had the same experience when he was traveling in the west. He was sitting in the train and the train, he thought the train is moving, but train is actually in the platform only. But whereas in the next track one train is moving and he is thinking that my train is moving. Similarly, we think this shariram is permanent, therefore we try to protect this body from the child, from the yuva, from the man, from getting old age, from almost bedridden. Even at the 11th hour, the Veda says we try to protect, and Krishna says this world, what you are experiencing, actually not the world at all, which you are experiencing in your body mind complex, that is also not real at all. Then what is real? The real fact is your body. You are not the body at all. You are not this world at all. Then what? Who am I? I am the pure consciousness, and that is the Tatparyam of this sloka. Now look into this sloka, then you can able to understand. Yes, this meaning is very simple. Na asat kadachit bhavo vidyate. Asat trikale, even at the three time, past tense, present tense or future tense, it's never existed at all. Sometimes we experience this. For example, now I am just asking one question. Let me see who is going to answer. Many people, we are seeing this monitor through which you are experiencing. Can anybody say through which you are experiencing, through which you are seeing? We may say, Swamiji, we are seeing through our eye. Actually speaking, your eye is just an instrument. Some people say, Swamiji, through my spectacle I am seeing. Actually, spectacle also an instrument. Eye is also an instrument. Then through which I am experiencing, through which the Atma Jyoti is experiencing. That is the fact. So when we turn, the same thing in Kenopanishad also comes. In Kenopanishad, the same explanation in perhaps in the third chapter, it comes. Through which you are experiencing, that is not the experience, because you are experiencing through the experiencer. Swamiji, it is very puzzled. This is what the sloka also. We experience through the indriyas, but actually the indriyas are very instrument, but at the back, in the instruments are getting some power, and that power is your Atma. So, asat mithya hai, sat nitya hai. That's why when you go to Kashi, if anybody go to Kashi, no, there in the Manikarnika Ghat, when the corpse, means this maricha sharirangal undala, when they are burning it, they say one word, Ram Naam Satya hai, Ram Naam Satya hai. Many people think that Ram Naam Satya hai means Ram, iska naam to Satya hai. No, Ram means here Atma Satya hai. Swamiji, it is your own experience or your own vyakhyana? No. In the Kashika Puranam, there is a Purana called Kashika Puranam. There, Lord Shiva is uttering this Ramanamam and is giving the Atma Jnanam to the Preta Shariram, and he is giving Mukti, which is mentioned in the Kashika Puranam. And the same when we read, we will not able to experience. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, when he was visiting Kashi with Girish Chandra, means with Girish Chandra Ghosh and other people, through Dakshineshwar, he was traveling with a group of people in a boat, Nauka. When he was crossing Manikarnika Ghat, he experienced the same thing with a vision. What? There, he saw a gigantic person having Bhasmadharana and Trishula in his hand and keeping the Preta Shariram on his lap and uttering the Ramanama and giving Mukti to every Preta Shariras. And Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa entered into the Bhavamukhi, means Mahasamadhi, not Mahasamadhi means Marichiboi. Even a Samadhi in Eschasi, Bhavamukha, and he not able to express anything. He was in a tranquil mind. He was in ecstasy. After some time, he told this, he shared this experience, and which is mentioned in the Kashika Purana also, the same thing. And here, Ramanam, you just see in Kashi, and that too, Kashi Vishwanatha, he was telling Ram Nam. What it means, we think from the external thing, okay, Shiva is uttering Ramanama, and we all know Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Tatulyam, Eka Ramanama Varanani, this all we utter. But what it really means, if you see this Ramanamam, according to the Katapayati Sankhya, Rama, it means a Mukti word, of course, which I explained in my Ramnam Nama Japam also. That is not our point. But we experience it. Our Shariram and the world, we are experiencing it is growing. The earth is changing day by day. Our village is getting changed to city. City is changed to metropolitan city. And metropolitan city is getting flood or anything, and it is again going back to the original cause. And our Shariram also, Asti, Jayate, Viparinamati, Apakshiyati, Nashyati, Kshiyati. It becomes a small child. It becomes a small youth. It becomes a man. When it becomes an old man, then slowly it is getting decay. and then he's died. So this body is getting changed, Swamiji. Yes, of course. But one thing is permanent, from the child to the death, womb to the death. We have one experience which is always never get changed. And that changeless thing is Atma. And that is the subject matter of this sloka. So, which you are experiencing in the mundane world is not true, which you are not able to experience. Why it is not able to experience, Swamiji? Because the Veda says it is aprameya. Again, I am giving one more Sanskrit word, aprameya. What is this aprameya? There is no any pramanam which cannot be explained through eye or ear or nose or mouth or by any touching sensation. If I want to show something, suppose I am showing you a lotus, then you can see it, you can smell it, you can by touch it. But if I show something by any book, you can see it, you can read it. If I show something, you can able to experience it. If I show some fire, you can see it, you can touch it, and you will feel immediately burning sensation. But if I say Atman, then you can't able to experience it, because we are already experiencing it. That is the problem. I repeat, other things, when it comes in the external factor, we can able to experience it, but whereas when it comes to the subject matter of Atma, we are not able to experience it because we are the experiencer of it. It is, Swamiji, it is really confusing. Yes. Beginning itself, I want to confuse you. Okay, let me tell you a story, then you can able to understand. According to Chandogya Upanishad, two person, one is Indra, another one is Virochana. These two people, they went to Prajapati. Prajapati is a person, okay. Prajapati, he may be the supreme person. So this Indra and Virochana, they both went to Prajapati and they were asking, you please teach me something. So Indra and Prajapati, just imagine, I am going to tell you in a story format so that you can able to easily understand, because so much Advaitam talking also will get thrilling. So Indra and Virochana went to Prajapati house and they were sitting in the outside, and Prajapati is expected within a few minutes. And Indra was asking Virochana, hey Virochana, ഇവിടെ വന്ന് അപ്പൊ വിരോചനം പറഞ്ഞ് എന്തടാ ഇത് ഇവിടെ ഏതോ എന്താ ആചാര്യരെല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞ് ഏതോ ആത്മാ അത് എവിടെ കിട്ടുമെന്ന് അറിയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. I don't know where it is available, I want to know. ഇന്ദ്രൻ പറഞ്ഞു, ഓ അത് ഇഡ്ലി മാവ് അറിയോ ദോശ മാവ് അറിയോ ഇതെന്താ ആത്മാ. അപ്പൊ ഈ ആത്മാ എന്തെങ്കിലും യാണോ അറിയണം, എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇവിടെ സുരകളുടെ ലീഡറാണോ ഞാൻ. അപ്പൊ ഇന്ദ്രനും വിരോചനും രണ്ടുപേരും അപ്പൊ പ്രജാപതിയിടം പോയി. അപ്പൊ പ്രജാപതി അവിടെ രണ്ടുപേരും കണ്ട് എന്താണ് ഇവിടെ ഉദ്ദേശം പറയൂ. അപ്പൊ രണ്ടുപേരും പറഞ്ഞു, സ്വാമി, വി വാണ്ട് ടു നോ അബൌട്ട് ദിസ് ആത്മാ, അത് എവിടെ കിട്ടുമെന്ന് അറിയാൻ പറ്റില്ല, നിങ്ങൾ പറയുമോ അത് എന്താണ് ഇത് ആത്മാ, വാട്ട് ഈസ് ഇറ്റ് സ്വരൂപ രൂപ, യു പ്ലീസ് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ഇറ്റ്. Then immediately പ്രജാപതി പറഞ്ഞു, ഒരു 10 വർഷം നിങ്ങൾ രണ്ടുപേരും യു ക്യാൻ പ്രാക്ടീസ് ബ്രഹ്മചര്യ ആൻഡ് കം ബാക്ക്. ദെൻ രണ്ടുപേരും 10 വർഷം കഴിച്ച് തിരിച്ചു വന്ന്, ആഫ്റ്റർ 10 വർഷം കഴിച്ച് they asked the same question, Swamiji, we want to know about this Atma. Some Ma is there, so this Atma we want to know. Then Prajapati Paranj, Annam Brahme Divyajanath, Annadhye Bagal Vimani Bhutani Jayante, Annena Jatani Jivanti, Annam Prayam Yavisham Vishantiti, Tad Vijnaya. This Annam, what we are eating daily, is Atma. Appa immediately இந்திரன் அண்ட் விரோச்சனன் ஓகேன்னு நமஸ்காரம் இட்டு ரெண்டு பேரும் போய் அப்ப இந்திரனுக்கு ஒரு பிரஷ்னம். He got a doubt. We are eating daily. One time okay, 3 times we are eating. And this is not Atma, because if you are eating, it is not Atma. And it is going. We are eating and next day it is going out. So it is not Atma. Then again, they both, Indra and Prajapati, means Virochana, they went to Prajapati. Prajapati asked, so why you have come? No, we want to know some more thing, because we think that this is not Atma. Then Prajapati paranju, illa pranana atmaavum atmano, appa neenga pranana dhyanam cheyyanum. Okay, then they went pranan, like that manomaya, vijnanamaya. When it comes to the anandamaya, they thought Prajapati want to teach them. So immediately he showed one mirror or perhaps a water reflection. So he told, this is your real Atma, you go and see that one. Indra saw the reflection of his own Shariram, and he thought that this is Atma. And Virochana also saw. Virochana, he thought that this Shariram is Atma, and he became Asura. But whereas this Indra, he got doubt. This Shariram is not Atma, because Shariram is getting changed. But whereas Prajapati paranju, ee Atmavukku change undagan pattilla. Ee Shariram maarum. It is getting changed one after another. Child, boy, man, then old age, then bedridden. So this Shariram is getting changed, but whereas Atma is not changed. Perhaps he is telling something external. So again Indra asked Prajapati, but whereas Virochana got stuck up with that one. So in this story, which comes in Chandogya Upanishad of Samaveda, Talavakara Shaka, it has a great significance. We all people also, when we ask anybody, in Malayalam நம்ம எல்லாரும் இப்ப recently ஒரு ஜோகம் இதுல நான் கண்டேன். Today I went to a school and we were just asking the students, and after explaining my topics, I told, எந்த குழப்பம் உண்டோ அப்படின்னு just I asked, and many students they told, இல்ல சுவாமிஜி குழப்பம் இல்ல, but ഈ ശരീരത്തിലെ കുഴപ്പമുണ്ട്, അതാണ് വിഷയം. ഈ ശരീരത്തിലെ കുഴപ്പമുണ്ട്, ഈ നമ്മൾ ജനിച്ചതിലെയും ഒരു കുഴപ്പമുണ്ട്. എന്തെങ്കിൽ we think that we are permanent, and we get this body mind complex from the childhood, and that is the problem we have, but we think that we don't have any problem. But we have problem from the childhood. Swamiji, endano na childhood ilirundu jenichirunde endha problem illiye. Ee problem not because of we have taken the birth, but we have a problem which we have never ever thought of it. And that is the problem, because the problem, if you are not able to understand, then where comes the problem? Only if you understand, yes, this is the problem, then only you can able to get rid of the problem. Swamiji, I don't have any problem. If you don't have any problem, that's good, but you have a problem. Not only you have a problem, the world has a problem, and the entire humanity has a problem, and entire people in our life, we think that we don't have a problem, and that is the problem. Because we have this complex called this mind, and this body belongs to us, and this is permanent. But whereas the Veda says in Ulta, it says no, the body is not permanent, the Atma is permanent. And when we say this, we are not able to understand or grasp the point, and we say, Swamiji, idanam satyam illa Swamiji. What you are saying is not able to be because it is little changing, means it is little shaking me. Yes, it may, but this is a fact. We have to undergo for this. So, in simple, this nasato vidyate bhavo nabhavo vidyate sataha ubayorapi drishtanta anayo tattvadarshibhi. Only a tattvadarshibhi can able to understand the real sense what we have this problem in our life. Therefore, if you understand this is our problem, then we can able to get rid of this problem, and the problem is true bond which we have, which is we are experiencing as though the real one, but which is not the real in ultimate sense. Swabhavikam, we experiencing in the Vyavaharika, in the world we are experiencing, but in the ultimate level, in the Paramarthika Satyam, which is not true, and that is the subject here. So, in simple, which you are experiencing in this world is not true, but which you are not able to experience. Why the word comes in a negative sense? Because you are already the experiencer. I repeat, you are the experiencer, and we think that we are not able to experience it. Some people, I told this example many times. One grandmother, she is searching in the room, light switched on, and with the torch, with everything she is searching. Then immediately one grandson came and asked, grandmother, what you are searching for? Then the grandmother told, I lost my spectacle, I am searching somewhere. Then the child told, Grandma, you look your face, you are wearing it. Then immediately grandma asked spectacular touch stage. Spectacular kannadi, ee mooku kannadi. Ee mooku kannadi കാണും എല്ലായിടവും ചോദിച്ചു. Appa ee small grandchild came and told, Grandmother, you are wearing it already. Oh, yes. And this is what our life, we are experiencing it, but what we are really experiencing it, that we never experience, but what we are experiencing in our day-to-day life is not really a good, real thing, but we are experiencing. Okay, I hope this much will do. Now we will move to the further sloka. So the 17th sloka is again about the Atma, how it is beautifully can be experienced with a pramanam. Pramanam means with a means nowadays I told Atma is aprameya, but with the aprameya we try to experience with a pramanam, and that pramanam is known as Shastram. Now some people may ask, Swamiji, you only told Atma cannot be experienced with a pramanam. Pramanam means a evident, and you are giving a evident called Shastram or the book Bhagavad Gita, for that matter any Veda, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita for that. And how can we experience it? Here comes the crucial thing. What we are undergoing for these classes all, we are not trying to point out this is what, but whereas we are going to instigate. I will explain it. ഇവിടെ ദീപം ഉണ്ടല്ല, ദീപം എല്ലാവരും കണ്ട് അപ്പൊ വൈകരയാണ് നമ്മ അകത്തിലെയും വിളക്കേത്തും. ഈ വിളക്കേത്തുമ്പോൾ നമ്മ ഈ ദീപം പ്രകാശിക്ക വേണ്ടി ഒരു സ്മാൾ കുച്ചോ ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ചിന്ന ഒരു അയൺ പീസ് എടുത്ത് അവിടെ തൂണ്ടി വിടും. We just instigate it. This instigation will improve the lamp flicker, means brightness. Similarly, our body, in our shariram, Atma is already there, but we are not able to experience it. So, in this Bhagavad Gita, we try to instigate you or to identify your true nature, and we are trying to point out this is what you experience yourself, as though the grandchild came and told grandmother, you are wearing your spectacle, and the spectacle which you are wearing in your nose, you are searching. Similarly, in this session, we are also experiencing this Atma through the Pramanam called Shastram. That's why Shankaracharya beautifully said, Vishwam Darpana Tulyamana Lagarim Tulyan Nijantargatam Pashyan Atmani. In his Dakshinamurti slogam, we see as though when we see, I will give you an example, then you can be able to understand. I will ask, let me see who is going to answer this. I think you are all listening. Hope. So, if a group photo is taken, so say for example, you all gone for a marriage function. In a marriage function, when we are all sitting and a group photo is taken, in that group photo, everybody will be there except one person, and because of that person only this photo is taken, but that person will not be visible. Who is that person?
Photographer.
Yes. We know the photographer only taken the photo, because of that only the photo has come. But anybody can able to say this. But have you any time thought this photo is taken because of the photographer? All the time we forgot the photographer, we see the photo and we experience, idana yana, idana yenda relative, idana yenda bharya, idana yenda kunjumavano, idana yenda mootamavano, idana yenda cousin, ellam parayum. Appa ellorum we see the photo and we experience our relatives, but we forgot the back, who is the cause of this photo. Similarly, when we see our body, we see this is my body, I am a male, I am this age, I am, my Aadhaar number is this one, my PAN number is this one, my this one. But with all those things, we forgot one person, because of which we are all experiencing this identification, and that identifier is our inner soul. இன்னும் சுலபமா പറയണമെങ്കിൽ ഈ ലളിതാ സഹസ്രനാമത്തിലെ ഒരു വേർഡ് ഉണ്ട്. അപ്രമേയ സ്വപ്രകാശ മനോവാചാമ ഗോചര ചിക്ഷക്തി ചേതനാരൂപ ജഡശക്തിർ ജഡാത്മിക. Aprameya, Swaprakasha is Aprameya. To understand Lalitama, we don't want any Pramanam. Then where is this Mahatripura Sundari, Lalita Parameshwari? Swaprakasha. She is already within us. Swamiji, endano Lalita Devi enda hridayathil undo. Undu. Aa dhyana slokathile what we utter, Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. Appa, we experience the mother in the dhyana sloka, then later we forgot, and this is the matter. Here also in the 17th sloka, beautifully Sri Krishna is going to give the 17th sloka goes like this. Avinashitu tad viddhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinashamavvyayam yasya nakaschit kartumarhati. Avinashi. Avinashi means I have given in Hindi also, in English Sanskrit also. Na vinasham. Vinasham yena Malayalam vinashamai. Vinasham means it's destroyed. Avinasham means that which is destroyed at all, which cannot be destroyed. And Swamiji, it cannot be destroyed. Yes. Appa endha ya marikan pattiliyo marikum. Edu marikum? Shariram marichu pogum. Appa endha marikadenu parayum? Atma marikadu. I repeat, Atma will not get destroyed, but whereas the Shariram, the body get destroyed. And there, here the subject is what? आत्मानु अप आविनाशितु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वम् इदं ततं विनाशम् अव्ययस्यास्य अव्ययम means न व्यय इति अव्ययः that which is unmanifested. Swamiji, we are manifested. That is the beautiful thing. Veda also says like that. Veda says beautifully in the Purushottam, Ajamekam Logita Shukla Krishnam Bhagvir Prajanam Janayan Deva Ekah. That one person, which is who is not born at all, the unborn one, has born with lot of colors. Yanda Swamiji. He is not born at all, then how can he born? Yes, he has born. As what? He has born as Matsya Kurma Varada Vamana Narasimha Balarama Rama Kalki. He has born with all the Rupa. That is the speciality. We see this world as unmanifested, but we see as manifested. But what is really manifested? The manifested will not never get decay, but which is getting decay or getting destroyed is not manifested at all. So our Chaitanyam, Atma Chaitanyam never get decay. It never get destroyed at all. But we see, yes, because we hold the Atma, instead of Atma, we hold the body-mind complex. So the destruction of this is imperishable. That's why we experience it. So, in simple, I will give you one more thing. For seeing this world, we experience everything, but who is the experience of it? The experience is Atma alone. When I am talking and you are listening, through which you are listening, the listener is Chaitanyam alone. When I am talking, you are listening, and in between you are seeing this monitor, but you are sitting, and in between, in your heart, your heart is beating, means pumping, and your liver is functioning. All those things are functioning because of whom? Because of that Atma Chaitanyam. And where is that Atma Chaitanyam? You should not ask it. Because the Atma Chaitanyam is Jyotisham Apitat Jyotihi. It is Swaprakasha, Swayam Prakasha. That is which is already there. But we are not able to experience because our Ajnanam. And that is this, what now we understood, Swamiji, this is our Ajnanam. And how to get this Jnanam? You need not to do. Very simple. Ma Sharada Amma beautifully said, in a pond is covered with a green means fungus. If you want to see the water, what you have to do? You have to remove the fungus. Immediately you will get the water. Similarly, our Atma Swarupam is hidden in this body-mind complex. When you remove this body-mind complex, you can able to see the Chaitanya Swarupam, and that Chaitanya Swarupam is none other than this Paramatma, and that Paramatma will be revealed by the grace of the God, and that grace of the God we all seek. So I also pray on behalf of all you that Chaitanya has to be revealed by Sri Ramakrishna, Srima Sarada, and Swami Vivekananda. With this humble prayer, I conclude this. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripa Tamaham Vande Paramanandamadavam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Namaste Swami.